Hi, MW here. Welcome to my home and my channel. I am going to give you a little view of the new magazines and stuff, and certain ones you will love. But the thing I want you to do, if you can do it, get you a magazine that has information in various colors and letting you know what you can mix to blend. Okay, this is a very good one. Um, I have had this one for some time. It's called Home Colors, and they give you tips of how to do certain things with the colors that you've chosen. This one book is this one. This one here I got when I was in Virginia. It's a pop of color by Geraldine James, and I got it for $16. It's a good book. Okay, that's one. And I just got this one today. I paid $19.99, but the price itself would have been $28. But I got this at Home Goods. They really have a good selection of books there. And all you have to do is what I do. I go in every so often. It's like my second home. And I like to see what they have that's new. And whenever I go in and they have magazines that interest me, I'll pay the price. So to me, this was a good buy. It's a really, really good magazine. Well, actually, this is the book, hard copy book. It's very, very good. And this one here gives you more information, more in depth as to what you can do. And they explain very, very well. I've gone through this today and was trying to, uh, uh-oh, hold on. Okay. I got this today, and what I've done is just scan through it, but I loved it before I bought it from the store. I like to stand there and look and see. Nowadays, what they're doing is taking the magazines or the books, and they're taking plastic and putting it over, and they give you a beautiful front. But sometimes that front and what goes on in the inside, it's not worth it. So when I went in today and this book was there, I had a chance to really scan through it right fast, scan through it really fast. And I thought, it's a nice book. It gives out the information that I think you ladies need to have and just become mm, the queen of your home. We are, as women, we are. And Southern Home is another good one that I love. And I gave you the three books that's made of color. And another thing, Ethan Allen has a beautiful magazine that they just every year when they're coming into spring and summer, and then usually fall and winter. Now, it's been a while since I've gone into the stores there. When you go in, and if they have them, they give it to you for free. The beauty of it, Ethan Allen has excellent, excellent quality pieces. And the thing that you would love about it, they can tell you a time frame of how long it will take to, let's say, cover a chair. It's going to take a little while because things are different nowadays. But if you happen to go to Connecticut, their home office is in Canaan, Connecticut, and it's beautiful, just gorgeous. You go from one room to the next and you just see all these lovely things that's in those rooms and stuff, and it can be a good little penny. But if you want quality, you buy what you need to have the quality sometimes, and you just better look at stuff. And if it's too costly, I would say just wait a while, save your change. You know what's going to happen? You're going to have enough money to go in there one day and buy something that you really like. It's a wonderful company, and I have gotten their magazines way back when my daughter just had my daughter. and I went in to one of their stores, and then that's when you come in and they greet you and it says, "Oh, we have our new fall magazine. Would you like one?" Yeah, I go in and I take it and be happy with it. I've had quite a bit of their books. They're in very good shape because, again, a book is to be cared for. If you don't care about it and you just throw it somewhere, well, it's not going to last very long. And it tells me if you do that, it's not impressive to you. It's just something you thought you were going to get that was actually, oh, give you what you want. Well, when you go into a bookstore and you see that their books are covered in plastic, and they prefer for you not to open those, which I don't do. I won't do that because to me that's wrong. If this is what they want to bring into the store and introduce this to you, that's your business. Sometimes there's three books, and sometimes you're lucky if one of them is one that you really like. It's hard to tell the way they have it all wrapped up. So, again, my thing is, if it seems like it's going to be a good book, it should give you a nice table of content letting you know certain things that are in there and where it is, and you can just go from there. um, Magazines has been in existence for quite some time. The Lady Magazine, which is in London, they started this back in the 1800s. Okay, and I have not seen either one of those, but they really did go back, and the way they have done things is just beautiful from what I've been told. And I tried to pick it up on the my computer, but um, you know how that can be. Someday you have a good one, sometimes you don't have a good computer. But the other the other magazine, well, it was called the Sunday Evening, the Saturday Evening Post. Now, that one has a lot of stuff, you know. And sometimes back then people could do basically what they wanted to print to some degree. And it just makes a huge difference if you get a chance to see some of these. If you travel, you go into the stores that where they sell books, bookstores, and see they may have something strictly for their area that you can purchase, which is fine. It's really fine. But my thing is, you want to sit in their library or their bookstore. I like to go in and sit there at a table and go through several different ones to see if it's going to be something that's going to be beneficial for the people that I speak to and talk to you about the different things. It's exciting when you are doing something new, getting new piece of furniture, painting the house, getting new draperies, wooden floors. It's a lot of things. And when excuse me, when the virus attacked us, a little over what, 3 years, and we were all at home, that would be the time that you wish that you had some things that you can do, but you can always change things. You can put things out in a room and then you turn around and say, I don't really like that. Then you move it. You know, I like to go through my home and take the pictures and things that I bought over the years. And let me tell you, I got quite a bit of stuff. And what I like to do is when I redo a room, I'm going for pictures on the walls, draperies, or some people call them curtain. There's a difference in that sense. Draperies are the ones that usually have the lining to them, real nice and beautiful. They can be expensive. But I found when you go to, and I push Home Goods so much because they are that good. Um, they have beautiful curtains for economically feasible price. I have tall ceiling. I like having 96 inches that I can put on my rod and let it at the very bottom. I'm gonna tell you something. Now, it might be down on the floor, but know this: the dust can be around there. So what you do, if you dust your house twice a week, or if you sweep your floors, vacuum your floors, all you got to do is when you get to that, lift it up, get the dust away, put it back down. I think it is a beautiful thing to have things of that nature. Um, and when I do my home, I start with what am I going to use? What colors am I going to use? What am I going to present that I'm going to be pleased with? And while we were out in that time, we couldn't go anywhere but go get your groceries. You had the mask all over your face, and it could have been very depressing. But because, and I have to give this to the computers, because the computers were still in existence and you could still go through and look at stuff, uh, that really helps you mentally when you're in a house and you can't go anywhere but get your groceries and come on back in. Um, but it was something that needed to have been done, which I feel, I pray we never have another. Um, but always make sure you got a little extra on the side, something that, hey, I can do this. I can take my time and do this. And there's certain ways that you can take draperies or curtains and put them on your window, and you can play with them. You can have a rod at the top, and your curtains can gather. And when you buy curtains, you need to know the measurement of the projection, how far out your curtain rod will go. And and when you do that, you have to make sure when you're getting these draperies or curtains, um, you make sure that they overlap a little. Okay. Usually, when I was working at Sunshine Draperies out in St. Louis, very, very good company. I was very pleased because they taught me a lot of stuff. And it's just something that I'll always think about because it was just a wonderful group of people. We had our moments, but we learned an awful lot. And what I do is take my rods. I know I have to extend so many inches out. I know that I'm going to have a little lap over, like 2 or 3. I think it's 3 is what I usually make sure it laps over by 3. Um, and then I take another rod, drop it down like 22 inches, mark either end where the rod's going to go. And you take that and you take your draperies that you have. That's, let's say, sometimes they're too short, but you want to still use them. This is a good way for you to use them. You take that second rod, you make sure that your projection from the top into the second rod is the same. Okay. So what you're going to do is take those drapers, put them together, let them drop. And then what you do is your curtain rod, the second one, you take that fabric, that curtains, pass it under. Okay. Then you pull it over the rod and you can gather it. And it does look like you have what they used to call um, um, beautiful. I can't, my mind just went fast passing me up. Okay, balloon. It just beautiful. You can put cotton in between on that and that particular going over and back. You pull to get a good balance as where you want it to hang. It's a fun thing. I always try to make sure I have something in my home if for some reason we cannot go anywhere. Um, as I would say, Lordy, Miss Claudia. But I like to know that I got some things in the house that I can do, you know. And I'm like everyone else. I used to work and I used to do all kinds of things to survive. And um, but design has always been my love. And when I was in high school, I think I was 15 years old, there was a magazine that was sending magazines to your home. And my understanding was this was a sample they were giving me. Well, lo and behold, I got a letter. emphasizing, you owe this, you owe that. And I listened to it. I sent them a letter back. I said, my understanding was when I got this, that I didn't have to pay for this because it was just a sample to see how people would react. Well, first of all, you didn't tell me that. Secondly, I'm 15 years old. I can send you the books back. That's fine with me. No, 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 no. Send me another letter because back then we didn't have all the fancy computers and all this stuff. And so I got a nice letter from them and they apologized. And no, they didn't want the books back. And I kept them in very good condition. But I we moved a lot. And it was for at the time my husband's job. And usually I'm the one that would get the kids, pick them up, we move again, we move again, we move again, which was fine because it helped my children as they were growing up. I have two. I have a daughter and I have a son, and then I have my grandbabies. They're just joy to me. But anyhow, I'd like for you to do me a good favor. If you sign up, subscribe to my channel, and every time I come out with something that you can appreciate and use, it'll let you know at that time. Um, Once I'm through with the master bathroom, I'm going to show you how I started all in the master bedroom and then to my master bathroom. And that's fun. And you'll get a chance to see that. Uh, I don't want to predict the time right now, but close enough. It won't take that long. So I just want to say thank you so much for hearing me out. I'm a girl from Louisiana and I am a Creole woman. Take care. Bye.